Almost everyone has that dream, right? The perfect backyard oasis. You can just picture it. Those lazy summer days, the kids splashing around, a beautiful pool just sparkling in the sun. But let's be honest, right behind that amazing dream, there's usually this little voice of dread, thinking about the huge project it's going to take to get there. So let's dive into that. See, you are definitely not alone if you feel this way. The whole idea of turning your backyard into a construction zone, yeah, that can be pretty intimidating. And honestly, it stops a lot of people cold before they even get started. So you've got this conflict. On one hand, you have this amazing vision of relaxation and making these incredible family memories. But on the other hand, you've got the reality, worrying about coordinating contractors, stressing over the budget, making all these complex decisions. What if we could just clear up the biggest worries? Let's walk through 4 surprising truths that might just change how you see this whole thing. Okay, first up, let's talk about the actual pool. Here in Pennsylvania, the material you pick isn't just about what looks good. It's really about survival. You should think of it as a long-term insurance policy against our, kind of wild weather. This is the key right here. For places like northeastern Pennsylvania, with those brutal freeze-thaw cycles we get every single year, things that are too rigid can get into big trouble. But fiberglass, it's literally engineered to flex and adapt to those huge temperature swings. It moves with the seasons, which makes it an incredibly durable and resilient choice. So what does that mean for you, the homeowner? Well, it means long-term confidence. We're not just talking about a couple of years of durability here. A 40-year warranty, that's decades of real peace of mind, knowing your investment is truly protected. And wow, this just says it all, doesn't it? This is the real-world proof. This quote is from a family that went through the massive flood back in 2011. Their house was a mess, but their fiberglass pool, totally fine. That is an absolutely powerful testament to its durability when it really, really matters. All right, let's move on to our second truth. Now, choosing a local builder. It seems like a no-brainer just for convenience, right? But the real advantages are buried way deeper than just a shorter drive. Experience is one thing, but local experience, that's a total game changer. When a company has, say, over 60 years in one specific region, they develop this deep, intuitive knowledge that you just can't get from a business that works all over the country. So what does that expertise actually get you? Well, it means they understand our unique soil conditions. They know the local building codes inside and out, which saves you from really costly delays. And of course, when you do need service, they're right around the corner, not halfway across the state. And really, it all boils down to this. You're working with people who are part of your community. They're invested in their local reputation, and they're invested in you being happy for the long haul. That's a level of accountability you can really trust. Okay, this next truth. This one tackles what is probably the single biggest source of stress for any big home project, trying to manage all the different moving parts. The solution is having a totally seamless process that's all managed by one team. Just look at this flow. It goes from the initial design, right through the expert installation, and even into the ongoing maintenance, all handled under one roof. Nothing gets lost in translation between different companies because there are no different companies to worry about. And here's what that feels like for a customer. You see it in reviews like this one. The whole experience becomes a dream, not just because the pool at the end is great, but because the process itself was smooth and professional and actually stress-free. That right there is the hidden value of having a single point of contact. All right, our final truth is all about shifting your mindset. It's so easy to look at a pool as just a big luxury expense, but it's actually much more accurate to see it as a serious investment in your home. Think about it. A professionally installed pool doesn't just create a fun space. It seriously increases your property's appeal and its market value. It transforms your backyard from just, a yard into a backyard retreat. That's a huge selling point and a genuine home improvement that pays you back. And this is exactly why the quality of the installation is what makes it a true asset. When a team's attitude is that everything has to be perfect, like this customer is talking about, you're not just getting a pool, you're getting lasting value that's built with real, expert craftsmanship. So let's bring this all together. That big, scary, intimidating project, it suddenly seems a whole lot more manageable when you know these truths, doesn't it? The dream starts to feel like a clear, achievable reality. So here's the path, laid out nice and simple. First, you choose a material that's actually engineered for our Pennsylvania weather. Then, you partner with a local expert who really knows the area. You pick a team that manages the whole shebang from start to finish. And you do all of it knowing that you're adding real, tangible value to your home. Suddenly, the focus isn't really on the stress of the project anymore, is it? It's back on the dream. That first perfect summer day. The first big family barbecue. The first quiet evening just floating under the stars. If you feel like you're ready to take that next step, getting a consultation with a local, experienced team is a fantastic way to start turning that vision into your very own backyard reality.